Welcome guys to another video. This is how not to dungeon. I'm only messing, but I've got a mate here with me, Pet or Riot. You guys will know him from the podcast which we recorded with each other, so say hi to everybody, Ashley.
Hello everyone.
Hello. So today, this video, we're just going to do some rushes with Dungeoneering just to prepare for next week. As many of you are aware, stop standing inside me. As many of you are aware, next week is the Mad May Dungeoneering week, where it's going to give 50% bonus or 50% base XP from Sinkholes and double tokens from Dungeoneering in Daemonheim and in Sinkholes. So that's going to be quite an interesting update. Ash is definitely more of an expert in Dungeoneering than me in most things, to be honest, but I'm level 92 Dungeoneering, haven't really trained it. I think I remember training it to get dual chaotic rapiers to go Cowfight King to then get my very first Drygo. So that's a bit of history of sort of why I used to dunge, and I really haven't done it in a long time. So we're going to see how this goes anyway and free flow the commentary and give you some tips in order to prepare for next week. Yeah. Well, that's changed. Alright. That's how long it's been since I've dungeoned. Oh, sweet. I don't even know what weapons I've got. I've got primal battle axes.
Yeah, they're not the best bind. The best one to have is
I forgot what I had a Prometheum two-hander. That's
you
why.
want a Sagittarian Shortbow, the best bind to have. Well,
I have a Sagittarius bow.
Yeah, that's the best one to have now because of Primal 2Hs are still good, but it's best to use a Sagi Short, as people call them.
Right.
You want a blood necklace, that's a good bind. I go with binds. You can try a hybrid with melee and range, or I just use range because I prefer. Yeah. I can't be asked to hybrid and DG. It's not worth the time, in my opinion.
True.
I have a blood necklace, Sagittarius body, legs, and a Sagittarius shortbow. Some people use a shadow sail hood, but they're not really necessary because you get. I think I've got that on. You get enough food to survive, so there's no. It's not like pre-OC where you.
Yeah, I used to wear it a lot pre-OC, yeah, and I'm not really dungeoneered much like after EOC, so that's probably why I've still got it.
Yeah.
Where'd you
go? Home telly. You should always, if you're always doing C1s, always gate the base unless it's a one-way.
Alright.
A one-way means one door, so yeah.
Sweet. So basically, this video is more Ash giving me tips live, and then you guys can learn off Ash. Alright, where'd you go?
I went home, go home, sorry.
So, I didn't realise you could put, so is that an update as well? Oh no, you do need to do the task, because I thought you couldn't put a gatestone down in rushes.
You can, but you haven't done your task, have you?
No.
Right, you have to do, that's the most important tip if you want to get past floors, is to do your tasks if you can, because
the Daemonheim tasks.
Yeah, the Daemonheim task, because actually Gatestone is kind of the most OP thing ever.
Should be able to surge in here.
They're gonna add that Tuesday.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that. They're gonna add surge,
which is gonna speed up floors so much.
Yeah, that'd be mental.
Gatestones, I've gone over binds. Tips of Dungeoneering. I would highly recommend getting a permanent team for the weekend, or
permanent team. Get some mates together.
Some mates that you can actually
who don't rage. I remember pre-OC. Oh my god, it was a nightmare. Like I remember like before I was in a clan and everything, it was just ridiculous. Like people used to rage so hard. Oh my god, it was so like the community wasn't nice at all.
When you couldn't do levers and stuff like that.
Yeah, all that. Like people used to rage quit, and it's a pain in the ass. But yeah, definitely if you're going to prepare for this week, get a team ready. You know, plan it out, and have a laugh with it. You know, like just do a whole week of Dungeoneering. Like this is the week to do it. Like because if it's double tokens as well, like yeah, it's not double experience in normal floors, but the double tokens, that'll help you, you know, with experience in the future, won't it? If you're going for the higher levels, because don't you use tokens on experience later on?
Yes, because most of the rewards you can get by 105 Dungeoneering. Because now all the chaotics, all the chaotic shields, all that stuff is just not worth using unless you're. And then chaotic staff is really good if you can't afford the view on the book. It is better than the view on the book with a beard queue now, so yeah. Yeah,
with the Sonic Blast.
But sizing is still better, so yeah. I only recommend getting the C staff is the only chaotic if you can't afford seismics, which is a lot of people. But CCPs are exactly the same as the Royal Crossbow. Don't listen to anyone. Like you'll still do the same DPS. Same with
what? Oh, chaotic crossbows are still the same as a royal crossbow.
Yeah, like there's no difference because
I can't be bothered to
needle strike's better than Daedon shot, but you won't. And load's not worth using with dead shot with ability queuing. So yeah, but that's just some tips. So
oh my god, we'll move more.
I highly recommend only buying stuff like Bone Crusher for Slayer because it really helps with your prayer XP and the Demon Horn Necklace.
Yeah, I've got Bone Crusher, Demon Horn Necklace. They're the ones to go for. They're really handy.
For bosses, basically all the pre-OC bosses used to be actually hard in Daemonheim. Now you just kill them. Like you can solo every boss in a 5v5 large. Yeah. So there's no really need for tips. Make sure you know your prestige and know how that works. Like me and Justice doing now, we're doing our C1 rushes.
Yeah. Just to make sure we can reset
for the weekend. So basically we can reset and.
What would you say? Yeah, what would you say the best floor is for starting from?
You want to do all your occults, abandons, 2 and warps.
Yeah.
If you have unlocked in occults, stuff like furnish and throws and abandoned ones are not worth doing.
No.
You can C6 rush them. It just depends how you feel.
Yeah, probably not worth it. There's enough floors there if you're high enough to skip out.
You want to still C1 rush them.
Depends what your level of your friends are as well.
Depends. If you're really low level, I highly recommend just doing your furnish until you can get some occults. Cause you don't be rushing floors 1 to 29 when you only have like all them floors open. So yeah, you have to do them C6 larges if you're really low at Dungeoneering. But I don't think you'll find a team that low at Dungeoneering.
Oh my god, I hate this boss.
It's the I think it's
so annoying.
Worst one to solo. We'll see what rushes. Divination is you can make portents which will help you get through skill doors. So say a skill door's like you need like 101 crafting for the door. You can use a portent instead of making a pot, which is much faster to collect divination energies.
So we're going to the divination tab. Let's have a look. Dungeoneering probably. Yep. Dungeoneering. Yep. So we've got Portents of Passage. Yep.
You should find some divination energies.
You don't meet within 6 levels, right? And then so it's within different levels.
The higher
within 10, within 12. Wow.
Yeah, the higher the level, the better they are.
Wow, that's pretty amazing actually. Like, so you can make a level 97, but you need to find the energy within the dungeon, or to siphon it. Yeah.
You will find some random energies and that'll cover it basically, unless you just, I don't know, you get unlucky. But usually, skill doors are not that common that you have to boost anymore.
Yeah, I found that actually. Plus, a lot more people are higher total levels now as well, aren't
they? If you do want to be good at Dungeoneering and be efficient, make sure you know someone that actually can. It's called a Kia.
The Kia.
Yeah, which is someone that carries the gatestone.
Yeah, it's the one who carries the gatestone. It's the one who sort of commands people to say, you know, G. What do they say? GD on me and all that. Or
they tell people to
get to gatestone. Yeah, gate doors and things like that.
If you want to learn keying, I don't know. It's not complicated. Just
takes a lot of experience.
You need a lot of experience to key. So tips for keying: don't make sure there's something called crit and bonuses paths. Crit path is the path you have to take to the boss, and the person that has the group gatestone should always take the crit path. The way you know it's a crit path is the doors that are skilling doors, you'll get XP above, I think it's 460. If it's above 460, that's where you should go. And if it's just like bonus paths, you should send someone else down the bonus path. Don't take you down the bonus path. Otherwise, your group gatestone's going to be trapped in what is called a denk, which is the dead end, no key. But people. And then you have to make people move gatestones around the map, and it really slows down the floor if people are just moving gatestones every 5 seconds. Yeah.
So make sure you've got an experienced Kia, which is probably quite hard to find, but
especially at low levels. But
yeah, it will be at low levels. Again, that's for the higher levels, I think. To be honest, like if you're a low level, you're all just sort of chilling out, aren't you? Like sort of learning.
You aren't worried about.
Yeah, you're not really worried about that efficiency, but
and stuff like that.
It's completely understandable. Like again, it's not until you probably reach 85 plus probably when you start getting really efficient, isn't it?
I highly recommend just going from level 1 to 80 solo. It's just medium solos, you'll learn how to.
Yeah, because the XP got buffed, didn't it, a while ago now, but they buffed it so it made it more beneficial to actually solo or duo again, didn't it, rather than going in full teams of 5.
You'll learn how to, I don't know, it's something called reading the map, is predicting where the boss is going to be and which is stuff like that. You'll learn a lot about. I can't even do that. Yeah, you'll learn a lot about that by soloing, because you'll learn to gate.
Yeah, because you're doing it at your own speed and you're doing it yourself, like every single room, aren't you?
And
so
you'll learn how to do the skill doors the fastest way possible.
Yeah, because you'll have to do it yourself rather than someone else doing it for you.
And with like
Ash is doing this floor for me.
Yeah. It's just as hard to do C1, so he does. But
I'm just terrible at multitasking.
at pre-OC, you'd have to stand between the monster and the dino, or the heals.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
But you could actually just.
No, you can just take it out.
Just kill it before it even eats the heals enough. So yeah, it's kind of a joke. But
I'm going south. Okay, guys, I've got my Sagittarian Shortbow out. So according to Ash, this is the best weapon to use now in Dungeoneering, and you want to go and farm those Sagittarian arrows as well when you can. How would you do that, Ash? What would you recommend in order to get those arrows?
If you can do hard mode floors, just go do a hard mode and you'll just get the boss and then you just kill the boss. Or just do a floor, and if you've done the task, you can pick what boss to get. So you can pick, and if you're doing a 5v5 large C6, you will get the
I'll stay here.
You should get the weapon and arrows, and you just ask someone, can I have them? And I'm sure they're willing to give you them.
Yeah.
This is the best weapon at the moment. The Hexhunter bow with the buff may be better, but at the moment the Hexhunter.
Well, yeah, it's not yet though, is it? I've heard, next week it's going to get buffed, isn't it? Because I was watching the BTS video. They're saying they want to do something with the Hex bow because it is rarer, isn't it, than the Sagittarian? So
it's a 1 in 16 drop from the Soul Gazer, and Soul Gazers are quite rare. Unless you go to hard mode, and then they're just super common. But yeah,
I've had one before, but then I gave it to someone else because I didn't have 99 range at the time.
It required 98 range, but yeah.
98 did it, right?
Yeah.
I didn't have that level. Like, no.
I got my.
So I was nice and gave it to someone who could wield it.
Yeah. My first ever Soul Gaze I saw, I killed it and got a Hex on the bow, and I binded it. So yeah, that was kind of lucky. But at the moment, they're useless because their class is a shield bow, and everyone.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
And like shield bows don't work.
Well, I'm like soul leeching right now.
Because the DPS from a shield bow.
No, god damn it!
And then you just spam click the door.
Yeah,
you have to wait 2 seconds.
Alright, see, I'm such a noob. There we go.
There's a little tip. You have to wait 2 seconds. Don't try and spam.
I'm ice skating like a pro. So yeah, any other major tips you think which we could give to people?
Curses are not needed anymore.
What about sinkholes? Tip for that?
Oh, sinkholes. Sinkholes. The best way. You want to do your sinkholes all the time, even if you're not maxed and you're kind of planning to go for comp or max in the future. You want to do your sinkholes. They take about 10 minutes a day, not even that, less than 10 minutes a day.
Yeah.
And the XP you get from them, even if you get the small lamp, and even if you don't, it's not scaled as like School of Fortune lamps, where if you get a small lamp, there's a big difference between small and large. But in
it's all decent XP.
Sinkholes, yeah, the scale isn't that bad, so they're all decent XP. And sinkholes you'll get a lot of XP from, and a lot of people do sinkholes. The ward for sinkholes is 134, unless you have 5 mates. You can do it with your mates in a different world, and
you can do it any time per day.
So
again, if you've got any time, right?
No, you have to do it on the half an hour of the hour, every hour.
Every hour.
On the half an hour of the hour. If that makes sense. You have to do it half.
Well, like half 1, half 2, half 3,
yeah,
etc.
you gotta do that.
Yeah. So yeah, sinkholes. Again, if you've got a consistent team going on, like in Dungeoneering, then you might as well stick with that consistent team for sinkholes. Maybe just get like mates together, like plan out again, and say to each other, right, when we get in or whatever at this time, we'll all go, or whenever we're all on at the same time, we'll go. And because like Ash was saying, it literally takes 5 or 10 minutes and you can get a really nice decent amount of XP.
The second tip, the reason why you don't want to use melee is because melee you have to run up to the monster, kill the monster, then run to the door. With range you can just stand halfway between the monster and the door.
Yeah.
And that will save.
And why not mage?
Mage.
Why is Sagittarian much better than mage?
Is not scaled properly in DG at the moment. She'll do the same damage as a tier 80 weapon. It's broke. Because
oh yeah.
The best one to have is a Desperado tier 10 range, which increases your accuracy by 20%, I think it is. I can't remember. I know it's
Desperado.
Yeah, Desperado.
Let's take a look at that, shall we?
Just right click.
Customize. Yep. See, I've always used melee, you see. So I'm gonna go to range now. Then I've got no points on range whatsoever.
You want Desperado and...
So it's Desperado, isn't it? Increases damage of ranged attacks.
Yeah. And then the second one you want the Sniper.
Yeah.
But you haven't done your tasks, I assume, so you can't have Sniper.
I've got a level 60 powered earth staff. You got a level 1 earth staff. Nice. Right, I think we'll end it there. I don't think there's any other tips we can give, really, is there? Just make sure you get your rushes done, which is what we're doing. Make sure you get up to those the abandoned 2 floors. And then you can obviously just wipe through then your abandoned, your occults. And then obviously, if you're a high enough level, then you're not going to watch this video for tips, if you're on warps anyway. So, but yeah, so that's pretty much it. Obviously, and then another big tip is Sagittarian bow is the way to go.
At the moment, yeah.
At the moment, yeah. Until it's buffed, which, oh yeah, it may be buffed next week.
Well, the Hexhunter,
with all this.
Hopefully they change.
So maybe the Hex bow is the way to go then next week.
Hopefully they get rid of the shield aspect of the Hexhunter bow, and then
yeah,
it may be better. Maybe.
Cool.
Exciting.
Well, sweet. Well, that's what I'm going to be doing next week, guys. My plan is to do a bit of Dungeoneering here and there with for a laugh with mates. I'm going to get a bit more editing of videos done today and go and Catfight King later today on a Slayer task. I finally got it, thank God. But you'll see that in the Slaying Sundays video probably. Ash, what's your plan this week? You're just going to be grinding out Dungeoneering?
I'm going to grind out Dungeoneering this week because I'm going to comp hopefully on Saturday. Yeah,
sweet. And I may be streaming that as well, guys, depending on what my plans are at the moment. So I may be streaming that later on this Saturday. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks a lot, Ash, for joining me. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Laters.